This is Nguyen. This is the Wise Guys. This man right here just topped the 1K in one day here at the ARG in Philly. And what were you playing?
I was playing SS3.
SS3? Mono Blue?
Yeah, Mono Blue.
Mono Blue SS3. All right, let's go ahead and get to the deck profile.
Yeah, you know, everyone knows there's tons of SS3 leaders here. So, probably the best leader in the game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And first, it's a 1K, so instead of 4 Majin Boos like I played yesterday in the Invitation, I just took 3 of them and put Konoha instead because you don't want to lose against Shugesh.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. And drawing cards is really important in this deck, and it's a flute target, so you just draw more cards. And 3 Yajirobe. Yajirobe felt, especially the red-blue SS3 deck is by far the most played deck this whole weekend. Everyone is playing it, and they don't main deck that much removal at all. Like maybe 1 or 2 dimensional banish your foos, and that's pretty much it. But this is the best card against Kefla by far. Like I've had people like they have nothing else to do. They just play a Kefla and they just sit there and just look at it. I'm like, all right. And you could just even if they don't play Kefla, you can just KO anything. Like anything that not everyone plays that much removal. It's really low removal format for sure. So it's KO's a battle card all the time pretty much, or eats removal for sure. And 2 Majin Defilers. Yesterday I side decked 3 because I knew about the Universe 7 Vegeta deck where they play Force Ejection, Mass Saiyan, and you're playing S3, you pretty much instantly lose. Like it's extremely difficult matchup. All your cards they cost 4. All your big battle cards cost 4 or more, and they'll just make you sit at 3 energy the whole time. So if you play Majin Defiler, you'll be able to get over that, get to the 4 or 5 energy to play your big cards. I didn't play it today, but I did play it yesterday. So this is definitely the best counter to it, and has barrier. So 3 Whis Corrosions. You need negates, but at the same time, I didn't feel like I needed negates that much. Like when you're negating near the end of the game, that pretty much means you don't have combo. You can't out combo. It's like just their last attack, just negate it. Because negates are pretty much a -1 technically. They're not like the other 110Ks where you get a battle card or you draw a card. This is most of the time a -1, but it's just sometimes it's just one attack that you just can't take that you have to negate. 4 Senzu Beans, just amazing extra card. When everyone's playing 15K battle cards, they're trying to hit you. You got a Senzu Bean will stop that. They stop their leader attack, their 15Ks. Plus Storm decks, they're gonna play a bunch of Kabas, Trunks, and then the new BCC gun Sun Goten. Just everything against it, slow it, stop it. They'll pretty much pass their turn, or they're gonna have to out combo and waste cards to get over you if you have Senzu Bean. Barely charge this or try to discard it. Always save it in my hand. 4 flutes. I think this is the main difference between the red-blue and the mono-blue deck. Red-blue doesn't really want to play flute that much because they only flute their Raging Spirits or their Digging Deeps. There's pretty much no targets for them. But in this deck, you're blue, so you don't have to worry about color as much, and you have tons of targets like Majin Buu or Konoha to draw more cards. Drawing cards is everything. Or the best play really is fluting your Raging Spirit Son Gohan. It's pretty much like you're playing 16 super combos because it's a 110K body and you draw a card. 2 Tapions. So yesterday I actually played 4 because everyone's playing 4. It's a great card. If you want to awaken, it's great. And putting a card on top of back of their deck is pretty good. But yesterday I noticed that red-blue, you don't want to put their cards back on top of their deck because they really don't even care about sticking battle cards most of the time. Everything they play has an instant effect when they enter. Like hit, Kefla, they draw 2 when they're playing it, so they put it back on top of the deck, they'll just play it again next turn and get pluses off of it. Plus, you don't want to awaken. Like awakening, if you awaken first and then they they go to their turn and they're not awakened, you're screwed. Because they're gonna a chain attack trunks you, Zeno, and they're gonna awaken. And then you're pretty much done. That's it. They're gonna have +3 on you, draw 2 off leader, draw off attack. You're at 5 cards, they're at 8 cards. You probably have to burn cards to not take those 2 hits. So you'd be at like 3 cards, unless you drew really good, and it's pretty much over. So Tapion, he's great. You need it because you pretty much can't let them like park you at 5 life, or you'll be pretty screwed then too, because you can't play. You pretty much can't play the game if you don't awaken. Raging Spirit Son Gohan, 4 of them. In my opinion, outside of foreseeing it and all the really broken stuff, Chain Attack Zeno, I think Raging Spirit Son Gohan is like the best card in my whole deck. Like honestly, I literally super combo to save him a lot, because for one, it's a great flute target and great defense. You're always untapping 3, so it's a 110k. And constantly, every turn you'll have 110ks, and you really want battle cards to be there to take out their battle cards, so they can't hit you next turn with it. 4 Unbreakables, super combo, obvious. Everyone plays it. 4 of.
Yeah, it's obvious. Doesn't need much explanation.
Yeah. Super combos, boost stack Piccolo. 1 at all costs Vegeta. Yesterday I played 2. I really do feel like it's a decent card, because really it's a 3-drop and a draw card. Drawing's great, and you could definitely end games from it, but you have to take 2 life. And it's a 38k triple strike, but just 1 negate and it's over. But it's still a decent card when it comes in. The draw and untap is great. So I split between 2 Bergamos and 2 Vegetos. Yesterday I played 3 Vegetos, and the great part about Vegito is he draws a card, but you have to play at 5 energy to draw a card. That's the main difference with Bergamo. Say they attack the Bergamo, it goes at 25, but he doesn't draw you a card. Vegito does, and you're gonna draw a 110k. So when you play Vegito, you draw a card, and next turn they'll attack it. Of course, it's bad. It's less value in several attacks, but Vegito, you'll probably draw it to 110k off or something else. And that's pretty much the same thing as Bergamo, if they have 1 attack. So that's my thought process on that. But Bergamo's, they're both great in their own situations, but Vegito's probably a little better. But Bergamo can really get there, for sure. 4 Piccolo, the Strategist.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
Just
removal. Solid
card. Barrier, critical. And you notice, like, almost all the cards in the deck have barrier. The Vegito, the Piccolo, just tons of barrier. Removal doesn't work well against this deck at all, and this is a solid removal card. It removes pretty much everything. No one plays more than 6 or 7 energy battle cards, so this will remove everything and critical on top of it. 3 Dragon Fist, Super Saiyan 3, obvious card. It gets through barrier. This is just your late game card. You playing this, you're probably winning at that point, because you're gonna be bouncing their battle cards, especially like if you're in the mono blue and the blue green matchup. They have tons of barrier, and this gets around it, and untaps too, so more defense on their turn. And for the black cards, 2 Scientist Fu. No explanation needed. Draw 2 and you can go for game. And the other black card,
The spicy tech.
Yeah, Supreme Kai of Time, Lights Guide. This card, you don't really think about it. You just read it at first, you're like, this card blows. But really, I think it's actually really good in this deck, especially with Flute. You play for free, that's like a definitely thing. 3 overall, that's easy. I get that turn 2 all the time. So you play it, you draw a card, and you give your leader 5k. And how I thought of this, like yesterday, I would notice like the game is hand advantage and killing their battle cards. That's absolutely everything, because the more battle cards they have, the more attacks they have. And if you don't have Bean, you're gonna be burning cards to get over all their battle card attacks. But this buffs your leader gives you hand advantage, and that's 2 attacks. That's 2 big attacks to take out their battle cards, and a lot of battle cards are 15, or you can even just attack your leader and combo to 25, which is the prime number. That's it. Mono Blue SS3.
All right, you have any shout outs?
Shout out to Wise Guys with the nice deck profile, ARG for the great tournament. I went 5-1 and I got 5th, which is a little salty about it, but I lost to Zuhair and he ended up getting 1st, so that was a good game. Yeah, that's it.